situation, being a stuntman, being the high profile that he was. I mean, he played Indiana Jones,
I know.
for Christ's sake. He had his hat and whip, as part of his belongings. Some big shows that people would just be blown away by knowing what he was in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he did his whole life. And then it was gone.
Mm-hmm.
So he's sitting there with his whole life passion gone, having trouble finding anything, like you said, AI taking over,
Yeah.
and had no more purpose.
No purpose.
I think there are maybe some times that people commit suicide to get back at somebody, but I think the majority of time they're not doing it to get back at anybody. They just don't want to be here anymore. They don't have a purpose on life anymore, and they want a way out.
And that wasn't too awfully long after COVID. COVID, he was stuck alone in that apartment all by himself for months. I mean, the world was shut down. He was just all alone all the time.
Yeah.
So he ended up overdosing, taking his life. He had called me on Friday, upset because he was having to move out of his apartment, saying, I just can't move again. I can't do this again. I can't do this again. I'm like, Grady, there's places you can go to. I'll help you find an apartment. And he's like, you just don't understand. He hung up on me. I blew it off and didn't think anything about it. Well, he talked to his daughter every single day. They texted or called every day. On Sunday, she messaged me and she said, have you talked to my dad? And I said, no. I said, he hung up on me Friday. And she said, he's not responding. I haven't heard from him in 2 days. And no, I'm sorry, this was on Monday. I haven't heard from him in 2 days. And I'm looking at him on Find My Friends and he hasn't moved. So I said, I'll go over there. So I hung up and you instantly said, you are not going over there. Call and get a wellness check done. So they had to break the apartment door down and he was in there overdosed. He'd been gone for a couple of days. So then that was the whole realm of having to clean out all of his crap and get everything sold and deal with his estate and having to put it in probate and help Danielle through all of that. That was just horrible. So we had him cremated so that he could go home with her. So she has her dad with her.
Yeah.
But that was just, what was that, 3 years ago now? In January.